All right, get this. Ever wish you had like a personalized owner's manual for your body?
Hmm.
You know, a guide to know exactly what makes you tick, from like the foods that give you energy to the ones that leave you feeling, ugh.
I know what you mean.
Well, today we're diving into something that might just be the next best thing. The Klinik Sankt Moritz Diet Bundle.
Okay.
We've got their nutrition.txt document right here. And let me tell you, this is no ordinary diet plan. This is next level personalization with a whole suite of gadgets and tech, including something called a vagus nerve stimulator.
A what?
Yeah, you heard right. We'll explain what that even is in a bit. Plus, there's a device that analyzes your digestion in real time.
Wow.
Imagine knowing which foods your body loves as you eat them.
That's incredible.
And a smart scale that does way more than just tell you your weight.
Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds amazing, but also kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, a little.
Don't worry. That's where we come in. We're here to break down all the exciting and maybe slightly intimidating details of this high-tech approach to health and see if it lives up to the hype.
All right, well, what's really intriguing to me is that Klinik Sankt Moritz seems to be going beyond the whole diet as a quick fix idea.
Yeah.
They're shifting the focus to creating a personalized and, here's the kicker, continuously updated lifestyle approach.
Interesting.
And they're doing that by getting seriously smart about data. We're talking about devices that gather information about how your body responds to everything, food, stress, you name it. All about painting a complete picture of you, not just throwing some generic diet plan your way. Okay, data collection for a diet is, well, it's new territory for me, I'll admit.
Understandable.
So I'm genuinely intrigued. How does that actually work? Is it like having like a tiny scientist living inside my stomach taking notes?
Well, not quite, though. That would be cool. Think of it more like this. Klinik Sankt Moritz uses this concept they call the digital twin. It's basically a virtual version of you, constantly learning and evolving based on the data from all these devices.
Okay.
So imagine knowing exactly which foods give you energy and which ones make you feel sluggish. The digital twin aims to make that a reality.
So it's all about getting super specific, super personalized.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal here, but let's talk tech, because some of this stuff sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. First up, the Pulsetto. It stimulates your vagus nerve. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous to even ask, but how does that factor into weight loss?
I'll admit, it does sound pretty wild at first. Now, the vagus nerve might sound familiar, maybe it doesn't.
Right?
Either way, it's a key player in this whole system. It's this major nerve that runs from your brain to your gut, and it plays a big role in things like mood regulation, stress response, and even those hunger signals we all know so well.
Okay.
So the Pulsetto, it delivers these gentle electrical impulses to the vagus nerve, which studies suggest can influence things like mood regulation and even reduce cravings.
Interesting.
Remember, Klinik Sankt Moritz isn't just about what you eat, it's about how you feel. So this technology really ties into their holistic approach, tackling weight management as a lifestyle shift, not just a restrictive diet.
So less stress, fewer cravings, healthier choices. I'm starting to get on board with this whole vagus nerve stimulation thing.
Right.
But what about this food marble device?
Okay. Yeah.
It analyzes gases from your digestion.
It does.
Is that like a super high-tech version of those eat this, not that lists?
You're on the right track. Food Marble takes personalized nutrition to a whole new level. It analyzes the gases produced during digestion to pinpoint specific foods that might be causing you discomfort.
Wow.
But the real game changer is that it's happening in real time.
Real time.
Real time.
Yeah.
So let's say you eat something and your food marble detects a reaction.
Okay.
It could be a sign that your body isn't digesting that food properly. And we're not talking about eliminating entire food groups here. It's about understanding how your unique system responds.
It's like having a food detective with you at all times.
Exactly.
And it doesn't stop there, does it? This bundle comes with a smartwatch, tracking everything from sleep to heart rate, a blood pressure monitor, even a smart scale that gives you a breakdown of your body composition. It seems like Klinik Sankt Moritz is throwing all the latest tech at this digital twin concept. But is it just a bunch of fancy gadgets? What about the human element?
Right.
We'll find out right after this. So we're talking about like a lot of data here.
We are.
A mind-boggling amount, really.
Yeah.
Which leads to a question I know is on your mind, because it's definitely on mine.
Okay.
What about privacy?
That's the million-dollar question with any technology that gets up close and personal with our health data.
Right.
And it's something Klinik Sankt Moritz addresses head-on, actually. They're very clear about their commitment to data security, stating that they never sell your data, not even anonymously.
Okay, well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
In a world where data is often treated like, a commodity.
It's refreshing, yeah.
It's refreshing to see a company putting privacy front and center. Okay, that's reassuring because honestly, the idea of all this super personal information floating around out there is a little unsettling.
Right.
But back to the bundle itself. It's clearly packed with tech, but I'm curious about the more traditional elements like the food diary, access to medical professionals. It seems like a bit of a contrast.
It's actually a brilliant move, in my opinion. It shows that Klinik Sankt Moritz understands that technology alone can't solve everything.
Right.
Yes, you have these incredible devices gathering data, but you also have the human touch, guidance and support from real people who can help you make sense of it all.
Okay.
Think of it like this. The tech gives you the raw data, but the medical experts, they can help you translate that data into actionable steps for your health journey.
It's all about finding that balance, right?
Exactly.
Leveraging technology, but not letting it overshadow the importance of, human connection, expert advice.
Exactly. And speaking of that human element, you mentioned the food diary.
Yeah.
Now, I know most of us have tried those at some point with varying levels of success.
So, yeah.
But this is where Klinik Sankt Moritz takes things up a notch, I think.
Okay, so how is this food diary different from the one I inevitably abandon after a week?
Well, this isn't just about jotting down what you eat and calling it a day.
Yeah. Okay.
This food diary is deeply integrated with the digital twin.
Oh, okay.
Remember how we talked about the digital twin being like a virtual version of you?
I do, yeah.
Well, this food diary is like giving your digital twin a backstage pass to your digestion.
Wow.
It helps connect the dots between what you're eating and how your body is responding, and in real time.
So it's about moving beyond calorie counting to understand the why behind your body's reactions.
Precisely. It's about identifying patterns, like maybe you feel more energized after a plant-based meal, or notice a dip in your mood after consuming dairy.
Interesting.
This kind of personalized insight can be incredibly powerful in making sustainable changes, I think.
Yeah, it's like having a personal nutritionist who's with you 24/7, whispering little nuggets of wisdom about your food choices.
I love that.
But all this personalized attention, this cutting-edge tech, it makes you wonder about the cost.
Right.
It can't be cheap.
And that's a very valid concern. And actually, it's something Klinik Sankt Moritz is very upfront about.
Okay, good.
They're not trying to hide the price tag, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
In fact, they've laid out all the details, including the cost of their St. Moritz One renewal, which is essentially a subscription service to continue accessing all these features after the first year.
So it's not a one-time purchase. It's more like an investment in your health, an ongoing commitment.
Which makes sense, right? I mean, building lasting healthy habits, it isn't a quick fix.
No.
It's a journey. And it seems like Klinik Sankt Moritz is trying to make that journey more engaging, more personalized, and hopefully more successful.
And they're doing it by harnessing the power of technology.
Right.
We've got smart scales, smart watches. I even saw they have a Bluetooth-connected water bottle.
It's amazing.
It's like having a whole team of digital health coaches cheering you on.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the tech, there's one more component we haven't touched on yet, the analysis.
Oh, right.
And before you ask, yes, it involves what you're thinking.
Okay, we've got to go there. We're talking about the urine and fecal analysis right here.
I'll admit, it's not the most glamorous part of this whole bundle.
No, it's not the most glamorous, but it provides incredibly valuable insights into what's happening inside your body. Okay, I'll admit the idea of sending off those samples through the mail. It's not exactly my cup of tea.
Right.
But then again, if it gives me a deeper understanding of what's going on inside my gut, and we're talking about, what, trillions of bacteria living in there?
Trillions, yeah.
Playing a huge role in digestion and overall health.
Huge role.
Maybe it's worth, braving the post office.
Maybe.
So we're really pulling back the curtain on our metabolism here.
We are.
Getting up close and personal with our gut bacteria, all in the name of personalized health. But with all this talk of, high-tech gadgets and an in-depth analysis, I have to ask, who has access to this kind of technology? Is this the future of healthcare for everyone or just for the privileged few?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Like with any emerging technology, there are those concerns about equity and access.
Right.
It's something we need to be mindful of as this technology continues to evolve. We need to make sure these advancements benefit everyone, not just a select few.
Right, because a personalized health roadmap shouldn't be a luxury.
Exactly.
It should be accessible to all. But in the meantime, it does seem like Klinik Sankt Moritz is at least trying to be transparent here. They're not shying away from the cost. It's right there in the nutrition.txt document.
Exactly. And the fact that they're upfront about their pricing, including the renewal costs, suggests they're at least thinking about long-term affordability.
Yeah.
Whether that translates into more accessible options down the line, that remains to be seen. But for now, it's a step in the right direction, at least.
Transparency is key. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. From vagus nerve stimulation to the fascinating world of our gut microbiome.
It's a lot.
If our listeners take away just one thing from this deep dive, what should it be?
I think the biggest takeaway is this. This isn't just about a diet. It's about a fundamental shift in how we approach health and wellness. It's about using technology to empower us to understand our bodies better than ever before.
Hmm.
It's about moving from a one-size-fits-all approach to a truly personalized health journey.
It's about taking control of our health, armed with knowledge and guided by, cutting-edge technology. And who knows, maybe one day this kind of personalized approach will be the norm, not the exception.
I hope so.
Until then, we'll keep you informed on all the latest advancements in the world of health and technology right here on The Deep Dive.
That's right.
And don't forget to check out our show notes for more information on everything we discussed today. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep diving deep.